You've been losing money to a number your brain can't even process correctly. Not a scam, not a fee, just a round number. Here's the thing nobody warns you about. Your brain doesn't read prices the way you think it does. It reads the first digit, then basically stops paying attention. Researchers Manoj Thomas and Vicky Morwitz ran a study on this exact glitch. They found people judge 9.99 as way closer to $9 than to $10, even though it's 1 cent away from $10. Your brain grabs that left digit and treats it like the whole truth. This is called left digit bias, and it's been quietly running your spending decisions for years. But here's where it gets worse. It's not just about 9.99 versus $10. It's about round numbers in general. When a price, a bill, or a budget lands on a clean number, like $20 or $50, your brain relaxes. It stops double-checking. Odd specific numbers, like 19.63, actually make you more alert because they feel like they came from real math, not a guess. Round numbers feel arbitrary, so your brain files them as less serious, less worth questioning. Columbia researcher Malia Mason studied this in a completely different setting: negotiations. She found that people who opened with round number offers, like $5,000 for a used car, ended up with worse final deals than people who opened with precise numbers, like $5,015. Why? Because a precise number signals you did your homework. It makes the other side anchor harder and back down faster. A round number basically screams, "I'm guessing," and everyone treats it that way, including you, when you're the one spending. So think about how often your money moves in round numbers. You round up your budget to $500 a month for food. You tip a clean $10 without checking the math. You set a savings goal at a nice, round $1,000. Every single one of those round numbers is a spot where your brain quietly stops paying close attention. And that's exactly where money leaks out. Not in one big dramatic mistake. In a dozen small ones you never double-checked, because the number looked clean enough to trust. This is why stores don't price things at $20. They price them at $19.99, or increasingly, at oddly specific numbers like $19.87, because specific numbers feel calculated, honest, harder to argue with. Meanwhile, you're out here rounding your own budget up to $500 and never once asking where that extra $37 actually went. Here's what you can actually do with this today. First, stop budgeting in round numbers. Track your real numbers, down to the dollar, at least once a month, because the odd numbers are the ones your brain will actually scrutinize. Second, next time you're negotiating anything, a price, a raise, a rent reduction, throw out a specific number instead of a round one. Ask for $63,400, not $65,000. People take precise numbers more seriously, and so will you. Third, watch for round numbers in your own spending, especially subscriptions and tips, and force yourself to do the actual math instead of letting the clean number talk you out of checking. Round numbers aren't just numbers. They're a blind spot your brain built by accident, and companies have known about it for decades. You just didn't. Now you do. Follow for more facts your brain didn't ask for.